It's Susie, about to draw a fairy card for our day, for some inspiration for our day. I'm just going to take a second and connect myself to light and love. Sometimes I need a second more. And that's what I'm doing, and maybe you can do it too. Sometimes I do it before I put the camera on, but I didn't today, so just look at it as an opportunity for you to just try to align yourself with light and love as well. Maybe you already have. Okay. So some inspiration for our day, for all of us as a people, through light and love. All right, I'm gonna share it with you. This is one card in the deck that you're supposed to draw your like fairy, your elemental energy. And this is a picture that I always connected with. I'm not at all a good drawer. I'm gonna get the picture that it came from. Here, I can leave it here with you while I go get it, so you can see if I can. I don't want to take up too much of your time. 1 second. I've always loved this fairy card, or it's from another book of I used to read to my children. It's from Cecily Marie Barker, and this is what I got it from. She's the fairy of the beech nut, right? Well, that's another name for it. It's also the rosehip fairy. And these are all over here where I live by the ocean. And maybe I used to wear my hair like that when I was in my 20s or something. So, okay, so I don't know why I got that for everyone, because it's something that, connects with me. All right, I just got a little inspiration that if you could take a second and do a quick sketch if you want to, or even a visualize in your mind, kind of like that essence of yourself. Obviously you're yourself, but almost like your higher self. It could be angelic, or it could be fairyish or gnomish, or what are some other images for you to call upon? I'm sorry that it's complicated, but I think that it's really good. And if you connect with that little fairy in that image, then that's great. But this is so this is actually called direct communication with fairy. So it's your direct communication with fairy. So remember I kind of described towards the beginning that they're like earth angels. So you think like that there's this high frequency out there, right? High frequency can be, sometimes we can always be in contact with that, but sometimes a high frequency can use something closer to our frequency as people, as humans, to kind of connect with us, to raise our frequency, to communicate with us, to get to the higher frequency of like an angelic way, that they're still there, they're still connecting with us, but that, you kind of think of it in those terms, that there's other frequencies that are beautiful, loving, that can connect with us. So how do you want to direct your communication with fairy in that way, or light being that you can connect with? So So it does say, I'm not going to read it because I do know that it says to get a blank piece of paper and draw something that comes to you. But I think that in this way that we're doing it, you can take that time, or you can just kind of picture it and just picture that connection that you're making with that, you know, fairy or angelic being, and bring that into your day. So for me, whenever I draw this card that I drew horribly, of course the drawing doesn't have to mean anything, which is this, it really just connects me to a gentler way of walking on the earth. So I just really try not to like clumsy my way through things, which I do sometimes, right? Or like if I'm putting things away or whatever, bang, 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 bang. I just kind of go a little bit lighter, a little bit gentler, also gentler with myself, and thinking of that, you know, part of myself that is in my best element, right? So I kind of just try to go about that. If I feel that I'm hurrying, or I feel that I am, you know, concerning myself about something, it's like, oh no, you know, you can just be light and breezy and kind of float on top of that. That doesn't have to concern you, and you don't have to go about things to get it all done, you know, quickly. You can just kind of use this gentle way. So I'm going to give you 2 ways to look at this card in this drawing today. Is if you want to connect with this fairy that I connect with, or if you want to and visualize your own. So that's what it is today. Interesting. All right. And I did have a very connection with these cards today, so that I share that card with you is probably very appropriate.